In ancient Israel, there lived a man whose life was marked by miracles, compassion, and bold faith. The prophet Elisha. Chosen by God as the successor to Elijah, Elisha's story is a journey of service, obedience, and the power of God working through an ordinary man. Elisha was a farmer when God's call came. One day, as he was plowing his family's field, the great prophet Elijah passed by and threw his cloak over him, a sign that Elisha was chosen to carry on his prophetic mission. Without hesitation, Elisha left his oxen, burned his plow, and followed Elijah. It was a complete surrender. His old life was gone. His new mission had begun. When Elijah's time on earth was ending, the two prophets traveled together until a chariot of fire appeared, separating them, and Elijah was taken to heaven in a whirlwind. Elisha picked up Elijah's fallen cloak, and with it, the mantle of prophetic leadership. His first miracle, parting the waters of the Jordan River, a public sign that God's power was now with him. Elisha's ministry was filled with miracles that revealed God's care for his people. When a poor widow faced losing her sons to debt, Elisha told her to gather empty jars. Miraculously, her small jar of oil kept pouring until every vessel was full, providing enough to pay her debt and live on. When a child died in the town of Shunem, Elisha prayed, and the boy came back to life. He purified poisoned stew to save a group of prophets from death, and fed 100 men with only 20 loaves of bread, and there was food left over. Elisha's miracles were not only for provision, but also for protection. When the king of Aram waged war on Israel, God revealed the enemy's plans to Elisha, who warned Israel's army each time. Once, surrounded by enemy soldiers, Elisha prayed for God to open his servant's eyes, and the young man saw the hills filled with heavenly chariots of fire. In another moment, Elisha prayed, and the enemy army was struck blind, leading to a peaceful resolution instead of bloodshed. Elisha served as God's prophet for more than 50 years, performing twice as many recorded miracles as Elijah. His life proved that God works through those who are willing to obey completely, no matter their background. Even in his death, God's power was evident. A man's body touched Elisha's bones and came back to life. The life of Elisha is a reminder that God calls ordinary people to do extraordinary things. His story invites us to trust God's power, act in faith, and serve others with compassion. Like Elisha, we may never know how far the ripples of our obedience will reach. Let us fix our eyes on Jesus, the author and perfecter of our faith, who for the joy set before him endured the cross, despising its shame, and sat down at the right hand of the throne of God. Hebrews 12:2